in the future. He's about to start getting his spikes online.
Well, good stun onto Kellen. Takes a lot of damage here as Lava feels like he has enough. There's the flash. The quickness was there, and that is going to be first blood. Going over to Umpty. Another fight on the top side of the map as the backflip comes in. Perfect execution is not quite perfect enough. Say that I may have just cast a curse the heck out of him. There is Showmaker, but immediately Delight's going to dive on top of him. So much damage comes through as the Solar Flare goes down. The Ignite is sticking though. Goodbye Showmaker. 2 kills to Predaprion. Kellen might be going down as well as Umpty going to get stunned up, but the red buff or the challenging smite are going to lock down the kill. Ulti comes through from Canyon, who's trying to help out, and Bertle with the perfect execution is good, but the world is going to end for him. Morgan's going to pick up that kill, and now Henna chasing down for more. Infernal Chains are going to get broken, and now Doctarm is Zeri. He's very scary, and they're looking to try and dive underneath this turret. Extendo Beam not going to connect. Predaprion, I think they might be safe, but I tell a lie. Doctarm is still fighting this one out. As Henna, he doesn't get his feathers in the right place, and Morgan still has to keep umbrally dashing away. He's going to get locked down by the Solar Flare. He's now trying to fight this one out, but it is not going to work. It's that one landing on a Kellen was a great one. Can they actually lock this down? Canyon says absolutely not. And he secures the Drake. Damwon now looking for the fight as well as Umpty's going down extremely low. Showmaker grabs that kill as Lava locks down and halves the fight. Gets the kill onto Showmaker here, but Henna has just been destroyed by Doctarm. And this could just be Zeri Gaming. And it is. He just jet set radios over the wall. And Delight is not delighted in that situation whatsoever. Lava will survive, but he will be the only one allowed to. More load down, Kellen finding the flank here as Canyon goes in, then jumps all the way back out. Showmaker now trying to get to the back line. Immediately he's going to get locked down. Great quickness, but Delight is going to fall down. They get Showmaker, but once again, can they win the follow-up fight? And the answer, especially said by Doctarm, is going to be absolutely not.
Nope, definitely not. And that is very likely to be the team fight that wins the game for Damwon.
In these fights, they're looking to try and do it again. Heartbreaker goes forward. Umpty just immediately explodes. Gonna get tagged by one of them. Wasn't a big one. Does have one lined up now as Solar Flare is immediately gonna get cleansed, but Henna can't cleanse a whole host of damage. The culling comes down and he has to flash, but Delight not gonna be so lucky as the Zyra is gonna limp her way to the fountain, but that is gonna give Damwon all of the control that they need. And they kill Baron so fast at this stage of the game, it is absurd.
Yep, and they will certainly do that. Exactly that. They just walk back over here. And for Predaprion, there's nothing really more to scale for on the Corki here. You have your 4 items online. It's not going to get better from here. What you really need is vision, and that's not something that killing minions can buy for you. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to say, well, I'd like to give Boris 2,000 gold to be able to see what's going on. You're not going to be able to see what's going on. Damwon are not going to give you any opportunities for that. 90 seconds to go before this Elder Drake, and they're going to have wave control now because they got the Baron buff. This is just so much long-range engage, actually. We talked about how Zeri could be very low-range.
Delight, given his life for his 80 carry, you love to see it, but it is heartbreaking. That could be just a real dead Umpty. He is going to use his stopwatch, but Bertle is lurking. Nice little sidestep. I don't think it's going to quite be enough, as Umpty does have a shield, and he is going to survive, so never you mind. Fantastic little escape there from Umpty. They'll probably still lose the game, but it was a really cool little escape.
Now, you could see the power of Zeri at the late game. We've talked about it so much, but when she's this fed, even her Extendo Beam is deadly, because if you slow somebody and then walk forward and start doing that damage, you can actually 1v1 anybody. You can 1v2 almost anybody on Predaprion. You're not even scared of the Aatrox anymore.
I mean,
you never really were. You never really were, to be frank, past maybe the first 15 minutes of the game. And Damwon, like I said, all they have to do is push waves, don't overextend, go and kill the Elder. 30 seconds for that, and that is your win condition. Then you could just walk down the mid lane.
Yeah, and actually, you probably just want to make sure that you completely block off Predaprion so that they can't even walk over and try and flip for it, because we know that this is a team that really likes flipping for Elders. And I don't think that Damwon are going to give them the opportunity to actually do so. Umpty very, very low. Damwon moving down now towards this river. They want to get on this as quickly as possible as the Extendo Beams. Feels like the Zeri's doing more poke damage than the Corki, which just seems completely ridiculous to me.
She basically is at this point. She's hitting them more consistently than Lava's hitting his. The Showmaker is found.
Yeah, and Delight actually going to flash on top of the Zeri. She takes a fair bit of damage, but does get to relative safety. The ulti comes through, and now Doctarm creates enough space. Bertle is going to lock down the kill on the Viego, and now, with everything invested, trying to kill the Zeri, that didn't work. It's going to be game over here for Predaprion. Damwon execute their more early focused composition so beautifully around the Akali, around the Zeri, and now they'll move to 1-0 in this best of 5. I don't think Fred and Breon are going to leave Zeri up again.
I do not think so. I do not think so, and I think some of the ways they banned on red side were a little bit suspect considering how strong Zeri is. Maybe they didn't expect to see Duckdom pick it up in first position, but Damwon Kia drafted around it so well.
나 본다. 나 봐주자. 라칸 노고 라칸 얘네 못 가. 나 살 듯. 천천히. 네. 나 살았어. 천천히. 하트. 가는 중. 나왔고. 바텀 가서 나 펼칠게. 나이스. 나 제리야. 안 죽어.
Definitely a large one.
Okay, here's the first dive towards bottom side.
Yeah, trying to capitalize here as Umpty and Lava, both of them going to move on in the flash. Wastes absolutely no time, does Umpty, as it is going to be first blood going over to the Aphelios. It's exactly what Bro needed as Kellen flashes on top of Lava, gets his flash out.
They start flying.
Well, speaking of flying, in comes the Nocturne, and that is a Mega Inferno Bomb to death.
Well, as he's looked at times on the Akali, not in this game, as Fred and Breon have control over this Drake, but once again, if this poke hits, they can engage.
Yeah, Solar Flare comes down, Paranoia's in as well as Canyon is going to dive on top of the Drake, but Umpty is going to be able to lock that one down. Immediately flash ults to get himself out of the way. Showmaker in a lot of trouble, but he's going to survive for the moment. The Infernum is not going to hit him. No one dies on the side of Fred and Breon or Damwon Kia, so theoretically, Bro walk away with the Drake, and wanting to try and lock this one down. They may actually just kill Shelly as the hook is going to connect, and it's going to be the Nocturne falling down, so they trade Shelly. Canyon is going to be there as we're fighting over a blue buff as well. Paranoia as Canyon just comes back. It is going to be the blue buff secured by Canyon, but can they find a kill as well? And absolutely they can. The Volley Bear is going to fall down. Delight doesn't find the hook that he's looking for, and now he's out of this one. Hextech Ultimatum comes in. There's the Realm Warp as well as Showmaker dives on top of yet another kill. He will fall down this time, but that is not before doing considerable damage to Fred at Breon. That is 4 dead in this fight. All grouped up as 5. Remember, they don't have that turret in the mid lane. Paranoia comes down. Lava is just absolutely destroyed. As the backflip was there, the shuriken landed, but Bertle, here are our teleports. These are what these control wards were for. It's to kill Showmaker again, guys, of course. Delight's going to move on up, looking for the hook now. It is going to be depth charge down, but it's a decent spell shield from Canyon. He'll still die as Showmaker has to flash, and Morgan will get the prize that Fred and Breon so desperately want, as he sacrifices himself to get on top of Duckdom. Lava grabs that kill as well, as he's tanky enough to tank up the turret. He should be all right. Bouncing bombs, not quite connecting it. Here's the Paranoia. There's the Solar Flare into the backline. Henna is alive for the moment, but not for very long, as he just gets wiped out. The perfect execution, just beautiful. There from Bertle as well. It's a triple kill for Duckdom, and I think there's a lot of vision, and that is going to be the flanking teleport coming through here. Paranoia comes down immediately, though, as Damwon Kia decides to start the fight before Morgan can even get here. Lava takes a lot of damage, gets underneath his turret, but has to flash, as it's a flash forward. Bertle taking a lot of damage. Henna now potentially unlocked as Morgan gets to the backline, but he'll just pop. Oh no! He manages to get into his stopwatch, but the Ziggs, the follow-up damage, the double kill already, as Umpty is down extraordinarily low, but he's not going to be able to commit to this fight anymore. Henna is still up and does have his Bloodthirster complete as Showmaker. Yeah, he's just going to put the teddy bear back in the toy box.
Man, this is so rough.
Yeah, Paranoia comes in. That's an immediate cleanse there from Henna, who's trying to get himself towards that backside, but Lava is left out to try. Morgan now does find Bertle towards the back line, but he's just going to backflip away. The Rise is going to get taken down as Duckdom is going to immediately flash, and Morgan just explodes. That flash was amazing from the Ziggs. It's going to be a double kill now for the Jace as well, as Delight will be taken down, and now Tanner versus the world. Red, white, don't fight, but oh my god, he's actually able to stay alive for so long, but the fear comes in, and that is the ace. And that may just be the game as they march up the mid lane.
We got to see what happens when Henna dies first in the team fight. The AD carry is gone, the damage is gone. But Damwon Kia, they wanted to one-up that. They wanted to show what it looks like when Henna dies last in the team fight.
The last time these two teams faced, but now he's able to stand his own as the paranoia comes through. Mega Inferno Bomb comes in. DDR being played here by Henna towards that back line as Bertel goes golden. Canyon now standing in front of Delight, and Delight just disappears after he goes golden. These Nexus turrets not long for the world because they just do so much damage to them. It's obscene. Henna ran out of any of his self-heal options, and now it's just Morgan on this bottom side. Umpty fighting against Docdam, who's got his Zhonya's himself and a whole team of minions, and is able to satchel charge his way out. Takes down the Volley Bear as well, as Lava has to watch as his Nexus goes down. Game 2 also goes over to Damwon.
불 끈다.
앞에 완피. 앞에 가볼게. 앞에 돌쪽 가졌고. 카밀 배달.
내가 막아줄게.
나 수준이야.
아.
내가 뒤에 볼배.
뒤에 보여 뒤에 우리
나 여기 봐줄 수 있어? 앞에?
못 빠져.
괜찮을
우리
듯.
직선에서 봐야 돼.
집 가야 돼 라이즈.
끝난 듯.
없자. 라이즈. 가자. 잡아줄 수 있는 사람?
뭐야?
As he shoved that wave in, and now we're looking for a bit of a dive. In goes Delight now, but the grand entrance is going to be there to answer. Absolutely fantastically done, but they're still going to be able to lock down the kill. Bertel picking up the return though, as the jungler is going to fall down, as now Delight is trying to execute himself, or at least go for a potential back. I think that might be greedy, as yes, he does definitely need to execute, as Kellen flashes to get the kill, and that's 300 gold for a flash. Well, there's a flash forward from Canyon. Henna taking a lot of damage. The Featherstorm comes down. Decent Blade Caller is going to snare up Canyon, but the Destiny will come in, and the Destiny for Henna is Death Chamber as well. Gives Docdam like a chance to hit his Super Mega Death Rocket, and then he's like, all right, well, I guess I'll just come in and secure this. That one's going to land, and Bertel is pretty comfortably all over the place. Is Henna not going to be able to take down this tower, and then he's going to get flashed on. He does have his Featherstorm, but when do you use it, and does it keep you alive? And the answer is now, and it will. Blade Caller comes through here, but we're waiting for a hook shot from Bertel, and Henna is just dead. No answer whatsoever.
And that's why, you know, he backed off, because he was like, oh, I think I'm going to die if I actually agreed for this turret.
Turn up. But,
and I mean, look, second crash going to come through here. Yeah, this is just ultimate control of the map. On Summoner's Rift belongs to Damwon Kia.
Well, Canyon's going to find Umpty here as well, as Wind becomes lightning, but Umpty might become dead, as he is going to throw out the Crescent Guard. Good knock-up, and that is going to mean that the Viego locks down that kill. Now the resets come in as he gets to be whichever champion he would like to be. Decent package there as well for Lava, though, as they lock down the Twisted Fate. Morgan, very, very low, but Canyon's taking matters into his own hands. That's a triple kill already. 4 dead on the side of Fredit Brion, and there is nothing Henna can do about this one whatsoever.
But I think Fredit Brion have lost control of their like mentality and their morale in the series now. Oh no.
Yeah, Damwon, they are going to find Morgan once again, and yeah, not a whole lot of options. As Canyon is going to turn into Morgan, and now look to use some Gragasness to get around the rest of this map. And Fredit Brion are just desperately trying to hold on. But Damwon Kia just have way too many tools. Decent Solar Flare there as they're going to try and dive in on top, but it's a great stun onto Umpty. Immediately he's going to go down. Canyon locks up that kill. That big one did a lot of damage. The multiple members of Damwon Kia, but
saw from Fredit Brion in game 1, and the performances here now are not the same.
Morgan, yeah, he's going to have to throw out another ultimate, but this time it's going to go back to Narnia. Narnia full of barrels right now, as it turns out, as Docdam looks for the ulti, and he'll find it. Of war here is going to get slowed down. The Ignite comes in here, and Umpty, yeah, he doesn't have the Crescent Guard for that long, but the nerf doesn't even mean anything because he was already way overextended.
They're going to teleport for it.
Yep, Kellen wrapping around here. He has the quickness available. Lava tries to get in, and it is going to be Canyon locking this one down. Delight is so low, but Kellen as well. I mean, Lava does a lot of damage here as that rocket does get out the grand exit. And now Bertel diving on in. Docdam's going to lock down that kill. He gets excited now as Henna. Don't know about that positioning as Damwon Kia just rolling over the top of Fredit Brion. The Lord will be taken down as well as Umpty unable to get into this fight whatsoever.
Too, as Lava's 150 gold behind, or ahead, excuse me, but he's not going to be relevant because the rest of his team can't support him.
Yeah, Grand Entrance is going to land onto the Leona. Kellen, of course, has the best item in the game as Umpty is going to push him over the wall. Kellen says thanks. And Umpty now going to run out. That is going to be hookshot death. Picked up here for Bertle, and now Fredderbrand with only 4 members underneath this turret. Delight very, very low as well. There's the flash forward. Canyon immediately Heartbreakers to get himself back out again. As the Rakan is going to die, the Blade Caller did do a fair bit of damage there, but the Nexus turrets are going to suffer the same fate. Morgan trying desperately to help the rest of his team, but Henna is just going to die. The package was delivered, but the Corki is going to get sent back to the shop, and the Nexus is now going to get taken down. Damwon Kia. I wanted to avoid saying this, but it's a statement match in the first playoff here. Damwon Kia are here to win the playoffs, and they have started off strong.
And not every
We have a listen to Damwon Kia as they win their first playoff match, spring 2022.
코르키 스턴거에서 걸어줄게.
난 거리 조절해야 돼.
Going for Corki.
신난다 한 번만, 신난다 한 번만.
오지게 빨렸고.
It really does feel like another day at the office.
It really does. Just completely calm comms here.
제발.
Please. Wants to kill so badly.
끝났어.
This is risky, but it's over.
It's over though, it doesn't matter, they say. And look at all the minions here. I think if everybody gets wiped on Damwon Kia, the minions probably still in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, they were so far ahead. 26 minutes, more like 27 minutes, I guess.